Hello and welcome on into this broadcast of the Brotherly Love League, presented to you by the Sports Fanbase Network, where Chester Exit 6 will be taking on the Red Rose Thunder. I'm Jake Gable alongside Xavier Johnson, and our sideline reporter Dominique Vincent is at the scene right now, ready to give us an update before tip-off of today's game. Sorry about that.
I'm Dominique Vincent reporting with FSBN. Tonight we have Red Rose Thunder facing off against Chester. I just spoke with Coach Morrison and she let me know that the team's expecting a win tonight after a tough loss on Tuesday. We have former Villanova star forward Chris Jenkins playing on their roster. This addition should make this game very interesting. Back to you.
Thank you, Dominique. As we get ready for tip-off here, coming soon, we see Red Rose Thunder in their huddle right now. Xavier, I'll get you into the mix before we get to tip-off. What's something you're looking forward to in this matchup?
I'm just looking forward to a good game, you know. We got a couple stars on both sides. As you said, we got Chris Jenkins. If anyone doesn't know him, he's the former Villanova star that hit that last shot against North Carolina to win them the championship.
Yeah, huge shot, man. And Red Rose has played in the league before. They played on Tuesday night. They lost to Leonard basketball. What's something that they might be able to improve on, or what you see in that game?
It was a good back and forth game. I think that they should keep their energy up. The big men need to make a lot more shots. That was a big problem. The big men need to stay in the post and do what they do best. Post up, do easy layups, not necessarily toward the perimeter in the three-point line. Pass it to their guards, they need to make shots like that. But consistency with the passes, shots, and making free throws.
Yeah, and that's a great point to mention because one of the big men that they just added is Chris Jenkins, who we just mentioned. So in the center, it looks like we are going to have Dominique Morris, number 15 for Red Rose in red, and then in orange you have Chester, number 23, Jordan Camper will be jumping off with him as well. We have 10-minute quarters, 4 quarters in this, and then an Elam ending at the end once the first field goal after 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. The score will stop. 8 points will get added to the winning team's score, and then a target score will be set. Whoever reaches that score first, the game will end. No clock for the remainder of the game. So announcing our starters before we get tipped off. Look like they're not ready to go just yet. Actually, never mind. Looks like they are.
So this is a good game right here.
And tip won by Chester, and we'll have Keon Taylor bring up the ball for exit 6. As at the top of the key, gets the screen and drives right to the rim and puts up the first points of the night. That's Keon Taylor with the easy layup.
That was a nice, easy layup. Went around the baseline for a nice leg.
So now we have Demetrius Davenport with it for Red Rose. He passes it in to Morris. Morris, left-hand layup, and that one's in as well.
Great looking find right there. Nice pass to Dominique Morris.
Stanley Davis Jr. with it now for Chester. He drives in, loses it, puts it back up, and that one's in. A bunch of quick layups so far for both sides.
Both sides keeping it fast-paced right now. Hopefully that'll add a lot of excitement to this game right here.
With the ball right now, Malik Martin, as he gets fouled on that one, and we'll get a little stoppage right here. The clock remains running in this league as we have about 9 minutes remaining in this first quarter. And we'll go to a replay right here. Martin drives and gets hit on the right arm as he's going up right there as he gets set for this first free throw. Martin misses the first.
And you can see from both sides how easy so far it's been from the drive to the bucket. So these big men need to contain the center area right now so that they can prevent those easy layups.
Second one up and gets nothing but net. So now Red Rose trailing by 1. Stanley Davis Jr. going to bring the ball back up for Chester. He's guarded by Kai Howard. Davis Jr. dribble moves and passes into the posting up Richard Granberry. Working inside, puts the floater up and in. Chester has yet to miss a shot yet.
That was a nice shake and bake by Richard Granberry right there.
Kai Howard with it currently. driving into the middle, puts the shot up, but that one misses everything. But Malik Martin able to get the rebound and put it back in.
Nice rebound right there from the put it back up. Reacted very quickly and really smart.
Now here's Akeem Taylor with the ball. Not related to Keon, his teammate. As that one goes out of bounds, it will stay Chester ball. Inbounding the ball is Keon Taylor. Gives it in to Stanley Davis Jr. in the corner. He's going to work on him. Fadeaway jumper is no good. Rebounded.
That one-legged post right there.
Yeah, as we get our first Chris Jenkins action. He's going to pass the ball up and give it on over to Demetrius Davenport. Able to get that one to go, and the Red Rose get the score, 7-6.
Very fast-paced game right here.
Quick jumper there. That one from Stanley Davis Jr. They take the lead right back. We're on the seesaw already.
Stanley Davis is responding back very quick to all of these points for Chester right here.
Yeah, very high scoring so far as we get the drive here. Davenport gets it up and in again. Davenport with 4 straight points. Already looking at a 9-8 game.
So far it's a Davis and Davenport battle right here.
And
right
like you
at each other.
mentioned, Davis has it.
Oh.
Unable to get that one to go, however, and Davenport gets the rebound. Let's see if he takes it himself. Behind the back dribble move. Puts that one up, an air ball. But they get the rebound. That 3 is up and good for Kai Howard. Red Rose now leading 12-8. 6:17 left in the first quarter.
Jordan Camper had the rebound but couldn't quite hold on to it.
Yeah, that was costly for them right there. 3 points given up as Chris Jenkins gets the steal. Passing up to Dominique Morris. He's going to take a 3. No good, but Martin's going to get it. He'll post up on that left baseline right there. Give it back to Morris.
Yeah, see, that's
nice
where he should be
assist.
right there, right in the center, not all the way back in the perimeter shooting those threes.
Yeah, and now Red Rose have the largest lead of the game at 6. And Stanley Davis Jr. going to slow things down right here. Dribbling towards the middle, puts up the fancy layup. Left-handed layup
With
is
the
good.
English on that right there.
Very acrobatic layup from Davis Jr.
Reverse layup right there by Davis Jr. Great hang time as well.
Now we have Howard with it. Kai Howard drives in, getting to his spot, puts it up, no good. Battling for the rebound. Chester able to come with it, and they're pushing the other way. Stanley Davis Jr. has it, and he puts it up.
Oh!
Very athletic. Thought he got fouled, put the shot up, but his teammate able to scoop it up and score for him.
It has been a Stanley Davis show right here so far.
And Chris Jenkins there for the 3, no good. Malik Martin working on the boards, however, and gets the putback to go.
Yeah, hopefully we can get Chris Jenkins more involved because that was his first basket of the entire game with already only 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a good sign for the Thunder that he hasn't scored yet, and they're still in the lead as they turn it over after getting a turnover themselves.
Oh.
And we get a foul right there. Akeem Taylor fouled on that one. He'll be going to the line for 2. As we get a replay right there of that foul.
As you can see, Akeem
the turnover.
gets the steal, going for the Euro step, and gets the foul. Now he's up for 2 points from the free throw line.
Akeem Taylor played at Kutztown during his college career as he sinks the first one. Looks like we're getting our first sub of the game. That will bring Mo Nelson on the court for Chester as that one is missed. And now the Thunder have it. Martin with it. Martin working down low, getting inside, but he's rejected. Rejected by Richard Granberry.
Get that out of here. Right on block right there.
Mo Nelson, who just came into the game for the first time, gets the layup to go. The smallest guy on the court getting right to the rim.
Attacking it early, get your chance. You know, coming off the sideline, score right away, send a message to the other team.
Demetrius Davenport working at the top of the key. He takes Nelson inside, unable to get it, however. Jordan Camper with the rebound, and he'll bring it past half court. Loses the handle, however, and the Red Rose come up with it. Kai Howard pushing. He's going to drive right into Taylor. You get a call here. Looks like that's going to be a travel.
That was great defense right there by Kai Howard.
Excuse me, looks like the refs are discussing it. And it's going to be a shooting foul, actually, so Kai Howard will go to the line. We'll get a replay of it right here.
I just see Kai Howard going for the attacking the basket, and they grabbed the ball, and it looks like it was a travel, but it's going for a jump ball right here.
Excuse me, not a foul. That was a jump ball. So Chester coming down with it. Stanley Davis Jr., again, he's been the man for Chester so far. He puts up the three, unable to get it to go.
He definitely needs to get his teammates a lot more involved. I know he's playing really well, but definitely needs to give more energy, especially since they're down right now.
Yeah, you're right, Xavier, as that one goes in. Kai Howard able to score. It seems like the Thunder have been able to score from many players, while Stanley Davis has been the only guy for Chester, as a missed layup there from Akeem Taylor.
You got to trust your teammates, too.
Martin for the Thunder gets it to go. Malik Martin.
Slicing and dicing to the basket right there, you know what I'm saying.
As Mo Nelson has it, slowing things down a little bit. Just under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Get the drive stripped away. Nelson gets it back for Chester. Working on the side. That one off. Rebounded by Chris Bing. And now we have Martin with it. Poked away. It's going to go out of bounds. Will stay Thunder ball with about a minute 30 remaining in the first quarter. The Thunder up 20-15. Inbounding the ball is going to be Demetrius Davenport. Guarding him, Mo Nelson. Davenport gets it into Howard. Howard has it poked away, but the Thunder get it back. Martin inside. He's been eating inside all game, and he gets that one to go as well. They have not been able to stop the inside offense for the Thunder.
That was 2 great personal rebounds for himself right there to lay it back in. A little reverse layup because he was facing the other way too.
Stanley Davis Jr. talking with his coach before he crosses half court. Puts on some dribble moves on Kai Howard. Brings it out to half court.
0 versus 0 right here. See what we got.
Davis Jr. with the long three. That one now good. And Morris able to come up with the board.
Chester needs to stop making this an ISO ball game if they want to win this.
Kai Howard gets fouled on the jump shot, so that's going to stop the clock at 32 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Howard going to go to the line for 2 as we get the replay right here.
And as you see, a nice pass from Martin to Howard. Draw the foul right there on the side for the shot. Now he's on the free throw line getting his shots.
First shot is up and rattles around out. So a missed free throw right there. Thunder still up 22-15. Kai Howard played 4 years at NJIT. Top 5 in school history in the Division I era in points, rebounds, and assists. And he's currently the director of basketball operations at Ryder. Second free throw is up and good. The Thunder extend the lead to 8 in this first quarter. Mo Nelson with it now. Guarded by Malik Martin. Deep three from Martin. Fighting for the board. Chester able to get possession of it. And they're going to most likely hold for the last shot. Nelson gets the screen. He drives in. Wide open layup. Couldn't believe he was that wide open. Rebound, however, up and in for Richard Granberry.
That was a tough layup. Get up there, big man.
Martin has to get a shot off soon. He does. And Martin beats the buzzer for the Thunder as they extend the lead to 8 for the end of the first quarter. The Thunder lead Chester 25-17.
That was a big statement right there for Thunder, hitting at the last second shot right there.
Yeah, Martin has been doing really good as the Thunder lead currently. We'll head to a short break. Thunder lead 25-17. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. The Red Rose Thunder currently lead the Chester Exit 6, 25-17. Xavier, tell us who did good in that first quarter there.
Well, our two leading scorers for the game are Stanley Jr. for Chester with 6 points and Malik Martin for the Thunder with 11 points right now.
The Thunder have the ball. They lose it out of bounds, but it's going to stay Thunder ball inbounding under the basket.
Kai Howard also does have 5 points for his team as well.
Mention Kai Howard. He takes the wide open three and makes it. Make it 8 points there for Howard. The Thunder lead is up to double digits now, 11-point lead.
He was too open on that shot right there. Chester needs to find a way to contain him if they want to get this win right here.
Definitely. Mo Nelson getting it into the big man. That's Granberry. He kicks it back out, gets it back, give and go. Three from Granberry, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Davenport. Davenport with it up top, gets the screen, gives it in to Bing, outside to Martin. Martin wide open three, and that one's good as well. 2 straight wide open threes
and
for the
a
Thunder.
timeout.
And Chester needs a timeout to talk things over.
Thunder have been making a lot of great playmaking skills right here. Doing a lot of pick and roll, having their small men swing to the outside to open three, while Chester has just been playing a lot of iso ball, which they need to fix up if they want to get this win.
So if you're Chester right now, if you're the head coach, what are you telling them right now that they need to work on offensively or defensively?
Not have everyone shoot the shot when they make plays, not just you're open, shoot a shot, because not everyone can shoot a three-point shot. Mm-hmm. Some of these big men need to stay in the paint and just be big men. Post up, make easy layups. A lot of these small forwards and point guards need to move around more, which is the problem, because as you see on the Thunder, Kai Howard, one of the reasons why he's making a lot of his shots and finding shots for his teammates is because he's been moving around. A lot of the players have been on the perimeter, staying inside. The perimeter shooters have been staying on the perimeter, but they've been moving around, which is what they need to do to win this game. Movement is the key.
We'll see if any of those adjustments come to fruition, as that one is a miss. Rebound battle around. It's going to be out of bounds and will go the Thunder's way. So another missed possession there. We have a couple more subs as well. Demir Montague on the court for the first time for the Thunder, as Malik Martin has it. Martin working on the right wing. Goes up to the top of the key. That's Chris Bing. Bing handoff to Montague, who just checked in. Bing gets it back, working inside, gives it to Montague, fakes the three, puts up the mid-range jumper, no good, and rebound Camper over to Nelson for Chester. And pass too high, trying to get it to Jordan Camper, but that'll go out of bounds, turnover Chester. So the Thunder looking to extend their 14-point lead already with under 8 to go in the second quarter. Montague gets the screen. He'll pass it on out. Chris Bailey in for the first time. He'll take the three. That's short. And Stanley Davis Jr. with it. No-look pass, and the dunk attempt almost put a guy on a poster, but unable to do it. Jordan Camper, but he will go to the line.
Jordan Camper trying to have everyone go crazy with this dunk right here.
Yeah, we'll get another look at that. That dunk would have
Stanley Jr. taking it up, going for him with the two-hand dunk that almost went over everyone right there.
How about that pass, too, as Camper makes the first of two?
See, that's what I'm talking about. That was beautiful vision. Transition offense right there, sending it to your big man to do an easy two-hand dunk that almost went in right there.
Yeah, and now still with the opportunity to make the second one here, but you mentioned Stanley Davis has missed, but rebounding his own missed shot, and we get a dunk right there, but they're going to call offensive interference on that. Ball over the cylinder on that, so do not count the bucket.
Two almost dunks right there. Rashad Granberry with a putback dunk that would have been nice to see, but it was a goaltending.
Yeah, good effort there by Granberry, but it will not count. Fortunate break there for the Thunder. Davenport with it. Double screen. Takes neither. Working on the left side. He drives inside, puts up the layup, unable to get it to go, and Chester's pushing in transition. Granberry with it, working on Morris. Granberry on the baseline, kicks it out. Stanley Davis Jr. at the top of the key with it. Crossover to the left side, shoots it, and that one's good. That's a long two-pointer, but Stanley Davis Jr. showing off his scoring prowess there.
Now that was a great shot, but you see how far if you looked at the screen how no one was in the center area. We need to get more of the big men down under in case they miss it for a layup.
Here's Morris taking the three, big man missing, and here goes Chester. Nelson with the ball. He's going to take the floater. No good. Morris gets the rebound for the Thunder.
I actually think Morris is trying to go for an alley-oop right there.
Maybe a little short on that as Chris Jenkins fakes the three, takes it anyway, and gets it to go. Chris Jenkins with his first points of the game, known as the three-point shooter.
Finally get the big fella active.
He's going to get put on defense right here, guarding Stanley Davis Jr., but he's going to foul him on the drive. Stanley Davis Jr., hard to stay in front of that man.
Very much is.
We'll get a replay of that one right there, the foul on Davis Jr.
Just calmly taking it up and then going for a spin move that led to a foul.
He kicked into that second gear there on the spin move as he makes the first.
I thought Chris Jenkins had great defense right there. Just way too close for him, so when he put his hand out and Stanley Davis Jr. went up, it was just a foul.
Yeah,
that's all the ref could say.
Got to keep those hands up as Davis Jr. gets ready for the second one. That one up and in as well. So Chris Jenkins checking the ball in. Demetrius Davenport with it. Lead is 12 for the Thunder. Pass on over to Montague. He drives middle, gets the right-handed layup, unable to go, but Morris with the putback. Morris getting the rebound and turning garbage into gold as Davis Jr. works on the other side and gets a crazy layup to go. Stanley Davis Jr. is on fire right now for Chester.
That was a great move right there. Over the head, finish with a reverse layup. That's all sure with the nice English.
Unable to get it go is Davenport. And Chester starting to make a run of their own. Stanley Davis Jr. takes a one-footed three, unable to fall.
Shouldn't be doing that right now when you're down too much, big young fella.
Chris Jenkins, pump fake, three, no good. Stanley Davis Jr. flying all over the place, gets the rebound himself. Trying to drive through the whole team, however, and he turns it over. Wide open is Chris Bailey. Defense catches up to him, but is not enough. He gets the fadeaway to go.
Yeah, Chester needs to play a lot more team basketball right now.
Mo Nelson here with it on the right sideline, guarded by Montague. He's going to get a screen from Camper. Gives it to him. Camper working on Morris. Camper drives in middle, takes the shot, but it's short, hitting front rim. Montague with it for the Thunder now. Montague crosses over left, working on the baseline. Cross-court pass, Jenkins in the corner. He's going to take his man in the post. Tough contested shot, no good. And that's Akeem Taylor with it now. He's going to push all the way himself. Unable to get it go, but he does draw the foul, and he'll get two shots at the line. Get a replay of that now.
Yeah, tough shot by Chris Jenkins. I wouldn't say that was the smartest shot. Could have passed it to one of his teammates. But then as you see, Akeem Taylor takes it back and gets the foul.
So Taylor waiting for two at the line. Thunder leading 38-24 with just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. Strong showing from the Thunder so far, as the first one is up and in. The Thunder played on Tuesday. Chester did not. The Thunder are 0-1 so far. They lost 66-59 against Lewis Leonard basketball. You'll see Lewis Leonard in the second game of this doubleheader. So first one falling. Taylor unable to get the second one to fall. Thunder gonna take their time here.
That was also another problem for the Thunder in their loss. Lots of missed layups. You got to make those in a tight game like this.
Kai Howard takes the deep three, unable to get it to go. Davis Jr. with it. Pass over to Camper. Camper spins, collides, and we'll get a foul call here. Camper falling to the floor. That'll be a foul on Chris Jenkins. replay of it here.
There's Stanley Jr. with the rebound and a great pass to Jordan Camper. Tried to do a spin move, post up layup, but then fell and got the foul.
Yeah. That's the second time we've had a fancy pass from Davis Jr. lead to a foul.
Yeah, it was a smart decision. He was close to his defender, so when Jordan Camper turned around, he made contact.
As we have a wet spot on the floor right now, looking to clean it up with the towel. Clock has stopped. Waiting for the 2 free throws from Jordan Camper. So clock currently at 56.8, just under a minute to go here in the first half as Camper steps up to the line. Camper from Lincoln University, played his college ball there. First one is up and in, nothing but net. As Chris Jenkins checks out for the Thunder. In for him, Malik Martin.
Chris Jenkins seems very relaxed this game. I don't think he's really necessarily trying to put on a giant show tonight. You know, it's his first game back. Maybe just trying to warm up, feel himself. You know, hopefully we'll get more energetic version of him in the upcoming games of the tournament.
As Chris Bailey dribbles that one off his foot. He had a layup opportunity, but turns it over.
Well, let's see what Stanley Jr. can do right here.
Here we have Richard Granberry. Mid-range jumper, no good. Davenport with it. 10-point lead here for the Thunder. Malik Martin checking in for Jenkins. He's trying to get his bucket here. Nice spin move, but can't get the shot to fall. 20 seconds to go. Camper pushes. Nelson inside to Davis Jr., but he pulls it back out to the three-point line. Takes the 3 in the corner, and that's good.
Stanley Davis Jr., another great shot. Wide open. Great passing as well from Chester. That's what they need to do.
Kai Howard puts up the layup, unable to get it to go. And that will end the first half. Chester making a run towards the end of the second quarter. Cut it down to a 7-point lead, but the Thunder still hold it 36-29. So what are some key takeaways you have from that first half, Xavier?
Key takeaways was that when Chester was playing team ball, they were rolling. I personally think they were playing better than the Thunder when they were playing team ball. Thunder making their shots, passing it to the right people. Everyone seemed to be doing their assignments. The problem, I think, with Chester is that, again, too many people were trying to hit the big shots, getting a little too fancy when just make the easy passes, nice simple layups, create a lot of perimeter shots for your guards, and leave them open, and that's how they'll get the win.
So we'll go to break here. The Thunder up 36-29. You're watching the Brotherly Love League presented by Haircutz for Homeless. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Halftime here. We're going to send it over to our sideline reporter, Dominique Vincent, who's ready to talk with one of the board members of the league.
So, tell me about how you feel about the Brotherly Love program being in Philly this year.
It's important. Thankfully we was in Jersey for 2 years due to different circumstances, but we're very happy to be here. It's a Philly program, so just happy to have it back home.
And what do you think your team needs to do this summer to take it to the end?
Our team?
Yeah.
It's a tough league. So far, watching these games, there's going to be a lot of teams that's going to be reckoning to get that that championship. So, but we got some surprises coming in. So we'll see how it go.
Very exciting. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, Dominique. Yeah, very exciting indeed. This is the third year of the Brotherly Love League. The first 2 years were played in Camden. This year, taking it to Ben Franklin High School here in Philadelphia. And like you said, you can't have the Brotherly Love League not being played in Philadelphia, right?
Of course not. All they were doing was just trying to expand it, get more of an audience. And bring it to Philly is a great way to start season 3. Hopefully we can get more audience from everywhere wanting to join. We had a team from Washington, D.C. Last night. Hopefully we can get more teams from all over the place to play. This is a great area for a lot of fans to experience former Division I players, former G League players, and a lot of small NBA players. And it'll be a great way to get exposure for those G League and small players to get noticed by other teams around here as well, playing against other professionals. Good basketball, great energy, a lot of good and happy people just enjoying the game of basketball.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I mean, like you mentioned, you got a lot of good names in here. I mean, Chris Jenkins playing in this game, and he had one of the most famous shots in college basketball history,
Everyone
hitting
knows that
three-pointer for Villanova to win the championship. Tuesday night, you have Najee Marshall of the New Orleans Pelicans. You have a lot of G League players.
We had a player from Notre Dame, and we had a star from Xavier too.
Yeah, I mean, really high-level players. And in the past, last year at the Celebrity All-Star game, Chad Ochocinco playing in the game, and Bones Highland, he's a guy that's played in this league before. I mean, this is a really fun atmosphere, and you can come live in person to watch it at Ben Franklin High School. Costs $10 come in as an adult, $5 for a child. And of course, you can also watch the streams here with us at SFBN on the Brotherly Love YouTube page. But either way, you're watching high-level basketball from these guys.
Yeah, this isn't no middle school basketball game right here,
Yeah.
everyone who's into this. Is high-level basketball. All of these basketball players were stars at their colleges and high schools. So a great way to see some elite basketball players playing here.
Yeah. So we're coming up to the beginning of the second half as well. Is there anything you're looking forward to? Maybe someone stepping up that didn't step up in that first, or someone that's going to keep it going for either side?
I'm interested in Jordan Camber. He's definitely very exciting to watch on Chester. He in the first quarter he was very quiet, but then he definitely ramped it up a lot in the second quarter. I like to see him get involved. You know, maybe him and Stanley Jr. having a nice duo combo right there during the whole game, because that'll get a lot of more team action involved. I think that Stanley Jr. needs to slow down a little bit. When he starts going, he starts to feel himself a lot. Sometimes makes a little bit of unnecessary shots on needle. He can easily find his teammates, but hopefully Chester can find a way to make it more competitive by team basketball. And for the Thunder, just keep doing what you're doing. You know, Kai Howard is playing great. Chris Jenkins, get him a little more involved to secure the victory.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, talking about Stanley Davis Jr., he leads the game with 15 points for Chester. Martin, however, for the Thunder, leads the Red Rose with 14 points as we're back for the second half. Red Rose going to start with the ball going left to right. Got Kai Howard with the ball, guarded by Akeem Taylor. Morris with the three on the left corner. That's no good. Rebound, however, that's Bing. Bing going to put it up. Reverse layup is good. Starting this second half off with the layup, the Thunder extend the lead to 9. Pass on over inside. There's Camper, who you're just talking about. He turns the ball over, however. Thunder going to remain.
You did see some good team passing right there. He just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Pass to the corner. That's Howard. Howard making the three. Good assist right there from Morris, the hockey assist.
I will say Kai Howard's, all of his shots have been very smart shots that he's been making. Doesn't have the most points on his team, but all of his shots have been very deadly and efficient. Good timing as well.
Here we have Davis Jr. Oh, gets right to the rim on that one. That was a pretty move, faking out Malik Martin right there.
What a pump fake right there. Right on the three-point line and went to the basket for an easy left-handed layup.
Here's Davenport getting to the baseline, kicking it out. Morris with it, shakes the defender and gets the jumper to go. Shakes Camper off and gets the shot to go from mid-range.
Almost had a carry right there, but good. Able to stop on his pivot foot, make a nice jumper right there.
So here's Taylor right now. He's going to drive baseline. That'll be a foul on the floor against Davenport. The ball will stay Chester ball. 42-31. A little over 8 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Camper passed inside. He's going to drive to the left. Gets the jumper to go. Fadeaway jumper from Camper. Looking to get more aggressive here in the second half. Now we have Davenport putting on the dribble moves, driving right, and he is smothered. Blocked twice
Great
on that.
defense right there.
Bing passes to the corner, however, and wide open is Morris. You can't leave that man open. He might be a big man, but he can shoot the rock.
2 great shots right there by Dominique Morris. Followed up with a nice 3.
There's Davis Jr. right there, unable to get it to go. And here comes the Thunder. Malik Martin working on Davis Jr. He's doubled. Can he keep his dribble alive? Picks it up. And they're going to kick it back out and reset the offense. Davenport with it at the top. Here's Martin driving to the left. Gets to the rim, unable to get the layup to go, however. And here comes Keon Taylor. Taylor falling over, no foul call there. Davenport taking advantage, going all the way to the rim and gets the lefty layup to go.
Switches hands in midair too for the layup. That was very athletic of him.
So Davis Jr. trying to stop the bleeding for Chester. They've been hovering around 10-point deficit this whole time as they get the turnover there. Thunder pushing now. Here's Martin. Martin going right into the chest of Davis Jr. Nothing called. Both sides looking for a foul, but whistles remain silent.
Refs are just letting them play right now, which is what we like to see as the fans.
Yes, we do, as we have Davis Jr. with it. Crossover step back 3. Can't get it to fall, but rebound to Taylor. Taylor passing it to the other Taylor. And Morris inside with it, gets the board for the Thunder. Now, Davenport passing it to Howard. Howard drives in middle, spins around 360 and gets the layup to go. Kai Howard.
Reverse 360 right there. What a shot by Kai Howard.
Great shot by Howard to balloon the lead, 51-33, as we have that shot missed by Granberry right there.
At first, that shot did not look like it was going to go in, but he's been making a lot of good plays right there. Acrobatic.
Davenport working, has a chance to extend the lead to 20. The layup, but he's fouled on that one by Camper. The Thunder find themselves up 18. Just over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter as we get a replay of this one.
Demetrius Davenport taking a shot, making him dance a little bit, going for the layup, and got fouled.
Yeah, no shots on that one. Gonna call it on the floor, so side out of bounds for the Thunder. Some substitutions as well. Morris gets the ball, however, straight into the post and has that one blocked, but they're going to call that a goaltend. Camper a little bit too late on that block attempt and gets it on the way down. So Morris is going to have the 2 points count. And now the Thunder lead extends to 20, the largest of the game, and we're not even in the fourth quarter yet.
Thunder have been dominating this whole game, playing great offense and team passing. Defense as well.
Unable to get it to go is Davis Jr. Trying to play some hero ball there as Mo Nelson gets it. Nelson passes inside for the slam. What a dunk there by Akeem Taylor, trying to spark some offense here for Chester. Malik Martin trying to respond on the other end. Passes out to Kai Howard for 3. No good. Granberry with the board. There's Davis Jr. passing to the corner. Nelson wide open for 3. Can't get it to fall. But Taylor, who just had the big slam, gets it. He's going to drive on in. Unable to get the layup to go.
That should have went in right there.
Kai Howard pushing the other way. Throws it up. And they're going to call a late whistle there. Looks like it's a foul. That one going on Rashad DeJarnette. So that'll be 2 at the line. Howard getting back up after that hard foul right there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of exaggeration, but hey, that's what you got to do sometimes to get them to foul.
So we have Howard at the line. Howard making that one. Howard's second trip to the line. 1 for 2 the first time around. Trying to go 2 for 2 here. Thunder trying to extend the lead to 20 again. Takes a deep breath. Up and in. Howard gets both to go. So Thunder 55, Chester 35. Chester needs to get going soon if they want to stay in this game. As Camper, nice spin move and layup. Fancy layup there from Camper.
Camper finally going right now. Hopefully he can continue and get his team a lead for the first time in this game.
Davenport working on the outside. He's going to take the long three. That one no good. Rebounded by Granberry. Nelson pushing in transition. He's going to take a deep three, and that one's good. Nelson, the sharpshooter, gets that one over the 6'8" Morris. And Chester getting something going here.
At least 3 feet behind the three-point line right there. He made that shot. What a basket.
Here comes Davenport driving to the middle. To the left, getting through 2 defenders. No good, however, on the layup. Nelson
great defense by Chester. That was great defense.
Alley-oop and the slam. Look at that one. Stanley Davis Jr. catching the lob from Mo Nelson. That one's going to be on the highlight reels for Chester right there. What a play.
Ooh, look at that hang time by Stanley Davis Jr. Definitely going to his team ramped up.
Here's Chris Jenkins checking back in the ball game for the first time in the second half. Kai Howard working with Morris. Morris, mid-range jumper. That's buttery. Nothing but net right there.
Morris needs to stay in the paint, making those nice, easy jumpers right there.
Davis Jr. working on 2 defenders. Step back. He's going to get fouled on the shot, however. We'll see if that was a 3 or a 2 right there. It was a long-range shot.
Hopefully you get a replay on that dunk.
This is the replay of the foul right here. We'll see where Davis Jr. is. He's got that right foot on the line, so it's going to be...
That looks like a 2 right there.
Yeah, going to be 2 at the line for Davis Jr. First one in.
Josh, 3 shots, right?
Looks like we have some confusion with the refs on if it's a 3 or a 2.
That looked like a 2. That's what we all thought.
Whereas we have a sub here. Chris Bing checking in. So remains 2 shots. That's the discussion. But he makes 2 of 2 there. Refs get it right there as just under a minute to go here. Kai Howard with it for the Thunder. 57-44. Thunder in the lead. Just under a minute to go. Kai Howard working at the top of the key. He gives it to Davenport inside over to Morris. Unable to get to go. Davenport comes up with it, but then loses it. Chester out in transition. Here comes Taylor.
Oh.
Taylor fouled on the dunk attempt. Scary fall by Taylor, but looks like he's all right and gets back up. Believe that was Chris Jenkins there with the foul.
We almost had another good highlight reel right there.
We'll get a replay of that foul right here. Losing it is the
Thunder was
Thunder.
trying to get the rebound, and you see that Akeem Taylor going for the dunk, but got hit from behind.
Yeah, it looked like Jenkins got the legs of Taylor right there as he was going up for the dunk. We have a couple players from Chester looking for an intentional or possibly flagrant foul there, but it looks like it's going to be a common foul. It will just be 2 free throws here from Akeem Taylor. And the first one rattles around and out. Costly free throw miss right there for Taylor. Taylor from Kutztown University has a chance to cut the lead down, but unable to. Rebound Bing for the Thunder. Here's Davenport slowly bringing it across half court. Gets 2 screens right there. Passes it out to Bing. Dribble handoff to Kai Howard. Kai Howard guarded by Nelson tightly. Tries to shake him off. He's able to get some space. Gets it off, but unable to go. Fighting for the rebound is Bing. Tips that one up 3 or 4 times and finally gets it to go.
Go ahead, big man. Fight for your, fight for your shot.
Davis Jr. putting up the 3 at the buzzer. One-legged 3, able to go. Stanley Davis Jr. doing everything he can to keep Chester in this game.
Chester is not letting down no matter what, and leading off with Stanley Davis Jr. in that last second shot, showing them that we're not going to give up. We are here to play. Make this a basketball game.
So Chester, who's trailed as much by 20 in this one, has cut the lead to 12. So the Thunder lead 59-47 heading into our fourth quarter. We're going to take a break right before then. For Xavier Johnson, I'm Jake Gable. We'll be right back. We are back here at Ben Franklin High School for the Brotherly Love League as we get a replay of an outstanding play that happened in the third quarter.
Yeah, as you see right here, Mo Nelson with the alley-oop slam to Stanley Davis Jr. What an acrobatic play right there to get Chester turned up for this game.
Yeah, fourth quarter underway, and remind you guys, first basket under 4 minutes will stop the clock. Elam ending here as Davis Jr. misses the shot. And we get a shot here from Camper. He makes that. Cuts the lead to 10.
They got to get Camper more involved in this game. He was fantastic in the second half of the game, especially in the second quarter.
Kai Howard brings the ball up, working against Akeem Taylor, who had that nice dunk we just saw earlier. Chris Jenkins pump faking the three, kicks it out to the corner. Corner three is good for Martin. Assist there from Chris Jenkins.
That was great passing by Team Thunder.
So Stanley Davis Jr. working here. He's been the man for Chester all game long. Davis with 24 points in this one.
Too much standing around on the perimeter. That's where they got the ball stolen by Martin.
Martin, 1-on-3 right there, gets the ball stripped. And they're going to call that out on Martin, so Chester ball here.
Like I said, too much standing around in the perimeter for Chester. That's why it made Stanley Davis Jr. make a difficult pass. If there was more movement, he'd have more people to throw it to.
So here's Stanley Davis Jr. Alley-oop attempt, but they weren't on the same page. Looks like it might have been a little high anyways, even if Campo did jump for that.
Yeah, but if you see there was 3 Chester players all on one side, not moving around. Chester, you guys got to move around if we want to win this game.
Some pressure here from Chester, but Thunder able to cross half court. Davenport with it, working on Mo Nelson. Davenport punishing down the smaller defender, but he's going to travel, so Nelson gets the last laugh, and he gets shoved a little bit. Looks like some jawing back and forth.
That's what we need in this game, a lot of competition right here.
Yeah, fiery energy from both sides. Obviously, they're competitors, and they came here to win. Just under 8 to go. Davis Jr. going to lose it. And here comes Malik Martin with the left-hand slam. Malik Martin slam and then the stare down.
With authority to the other team. Actually, that was his own team. I'm sorry.
Mo Nelson passes off to Davis Jr. Cross-court pass over to Granberry. Granberry taking the mid-range jumper. Gets that one to go. So 51 here for Chester, trailing by 13. Davenport here for the Thunder. Screen from Chris Jenkins. Pass on over to Kai Howard. That three is good. Answering right back, and one more. Kai Howard has been on fire all game long.
Thunder just keep stretching this lead. No matter what Chester does, they always come back with an answer.
Davis answers right back. Davis, who has been the lead man all game, stays that way. Trying to keep Chester in this one single-handedly. As almost a turnover there into Bing, who wasn't looking, but Davenport has it for the Thunder. But he loses it just like that. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball between Nelson and Davenport. Sub right here. Looks like we're going to have Keon Taylor trying to come in, but looks like they might not be able to sub until after the jump ball. So Davenport and Nelson fighting for the ball. Chester comes up with it. Davis Jr. with it, passing up ahead to Granberry. Granberry going to get the easy slam right there. So 12-point lead here for the Thunder with just 2 minutes to go until the Elam ending is in effect as Bing gets that layup up and in.
Nice play right there.
So Mo Nelson dribbling past half court. Made a long three earlier. He's going to take one right here, but barely gets any rim. Malik Martin with it here for the Thunder. He's going to get tripped up by a couple of Chester defenders, fall to the ground, and get the foul.
Chester playing a really aggressive defense. A little bit of frustration, too, as well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Not many fouls in this game, so that was on Davis Jr., but not in foul trouble in this one. So something that could potentially harm them will most likely not. As we get the inbound here on the right sideline, Kai Howard gets it in to Malik Martin. Martin on the baseline, taking Davis Jr. He gets the foul on the shot. Malik Martin's going to be shooting too.
As you see in the replay, you see Malik Martin with the ball. Little hesitation fake, step back, spin move to the basket, layup, almost made it in.
Martin's got a lot in his bag as
yes, he does.
Puts up the first one, nothing but net, extending the lead. Chester now up 70-55.
A little bit of jawing back and forth between him and Stanley.
Mm-hmm. Competitive game so far, even if it's not the closest of scores, as makes the second, making both. Here's Stanley Davis Jr. working on Martin. Kick on over to Taylor for three. No good. Granberry grabbing that one aggressively. So back inside to Granberry, trying to reward him for the effort, but ends up losing it. So here's Martin trying to get past half court. He's doubled, but gets it off to Bing.
Great defense by Thunder.
Slowing it down are the Thunder. Just about 4 minutes. Sam Bing with it. Going to put up the righty hook. No good. Going to get a foul there. That one's going to go against the Thunder, so Chester getting fouled on that one. So we are officially under 4 minutes, which means the next field goal, the target score has been set at 79. So take out the clock. Target score 79. Whoever gets the 79 points first will win this ball game. Obviously the Thunder with a large advantage in this, but Chester has the chance to still win this as Stanley Davis Jr. drives and gets the lefty layup to go.
If anyone keep them in this game, it is Stanley Jr. Making it close and making it interesting, competitive.
So this is the Elam ending, taking away the clock and putting in that target score. It's whoever's leading at 8 to the score, and that's where you get the 79 from, but make that 3 more closer for the Thunder, 5 away from winning as Morris hits that 3.
Morris playing a lot better than he did last game. Definitely feeling himself.
Definitely right about that, as fighting under the basket, Akeem Taylor getting the and one. I think that's our first and one of the game.
Tough
or
shot right there.
Potential first and one. Akeem Taylor still on the ground, however, after a tough fall. We'll watch this and one replay.
Nice shot by Stanley Jr. Missed the shot, got the rebound, went for it again, missed it, and then made it right there. Looked like he hurt himself in his leg a little bit. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he's getting checked out by a trainer right now, holding that right foot. Not sure where on the right leg he is injured.
Looks like his calf. Looks a little strained the way he landed. But now he's getting back up, so hopefully he'll stay in the game.
Yeah, he has to if they want that free throw for the and one. But 15-point lead here for the Thunder, 74-59. As we get a little bit more of a stoppage here. Taking a break, getting some water, and it looks like Taylor's good to go. So Taylor going to the line, trying to complete the three-point play and get his team a little bit closer to that target score.
See Morrison and Stanley still drawing at it.
Chester needing someone to be on the block with them. need 2 people in there. So now ref's all ready to go. So 1 shot here for Taylor after making that layup, but unable to get it to go. Bing with the rebound. He'll give it on up. Kai Howard with it. 5 points away are the Thunder from winning this ball game. Kai Howard at the left wing, dribbling up top. He gets a screen from Morris. He's going to drive inside, taking it all the way. Bing with the rebound, but he's rejected by Keon Taylor.
What a block by Keon Taylor.
And gives it right back to Taylor. Pass going outside, trying to save it is Martin, but unable to. We'll get a replay right here of that block.
Yeah, as you see, Davenport went for the basket, went for the layup by Kai Howard, and got a block by Keon Taylor.
Yeah, there's Chris Bing, 6'8", getting blocked by the guard, Keon Taylor, right there. His hop's getting up there.
Ooh, Keon Taylor looks only about 6 foot at most.
Getting that pass in to Camper. Camper been quiet after scoring some in the third. Seeing if he can score right here against Bing. Puts his body into him, puts the shot up, unable to get it to go, but there's Taylor again who got that block. He gets the tip in.
Maybe they should add him in more in the beginning of this game.
Yeah, a little too late unless they get something going, however.
Got down by 13.
Pass inside, that's poked away, but comes back out to Kai Taylor, working against Mo Nelson. Taking it in against 3 players. Gets the wide open 3, but ends up traveling.
This is the defense Chester should have been playing all game.
Yeah, that's that added intensity that comes with the target score. You know that you're not out no matter how far you're down. You can always keep getting stops and come back to this ball game.
Bing is on the ground on the sideline. Hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah, Bing comes out of the game as we get a layup attempt, no good for Chester. And we have a foul right there. Camper fouling Martin. Chris Bing going down hard. He was able to sub out in time, but he is in some pain on the sideline. Refs discussing whether this is going to be a shooting foul or on the floor. It looks like it's going to be 2 at the line for Martin, however. It looks like, Red Rose is in the bonus. So 13-point lead here for the Thunder. Malik Martin.
What a game he's had.
Gets the first one up and in.
He has 23 points this game.
Yeah, he's been battling with Stanley Davis Jr. this entire time. Trying to make it 25 here. Up and in. The Thunder are now just a 3-pointer away from securing their first win of the season. Chester has a lot of work to do if they want to come away with a W here. But if there's anyone that can do it for him, it's the guy with the ball right now, Stanley Davis Jr. Crossover. Behind the back, spin move, but can't get by the Rose-Red defense. Step back 3 for Davis, no good. Rebounded by the Thunder, Malik Martin.
Morris.
Martin taking the floater off glass and in. 1 point away from the target score. Malik Martin thought it was game. He's hustling back on defense. 3-pointer here from the corner for Chester, no good. And the Thunder just slowing it down now. Martin giving it to their leader of the game. See if he can end this one. Taking on Mo Nelson, and here comes the jam, and that will end this one off with an exclamation point. Malik Martin with the slam dunk to give the Thunder the win. The Thunder end up winning this one 80-61. What a game by Malik Martin, who
Played
ended
very well.
27 points.
Might as well end the game with an emphatic dunk right there. 2 hands.
So that will give Thunder their first win of the year. They're 1-1 this year after losing Tuesday night to Lewis Leonard basketball. Lewis Leonard basketball will be playing in the game right after this. And as for Chester, they're going to lose their first game of the season. This was their first one. They fall to 0-1 on the season. Now let's talk some takeaways right here. Who do you think was the star player of the game?
I think there was a couple star players. I felt like Malik Morris was a star player. Kai Howard made a lot of smart decisions. So now we got to take it over to.
Yeah, Dominique Vincent standing courtside with our player of the game.
You had 29 points tonight. Walk me through what was going through your head in the second half.
Bounce back. We needed a dub. We needed a dub in there.
How does it feel to walk away with a win after a tough loss on Tuesday?
Definitely a better outcome. So we're just gonna keep on trying to get better together.
Thank you so much. Back to you.
That was Dominique Vincent with player of the game, Malik Martin, and you might have noticed a little photobombing there
By Chris
from
Jenkins.
Chris Jenkins. Normally doing this in the spotlight, but this one goes to Malik Martin, who got 29 points. Those final 2 points coming at the very end on that slam dunk. Great game overall from the Thunder. They really bounced back, like you mentioned, losing their first game 66-59, but they came out and dominated really from the start.
Did not look like the team that was playing on Tuesday. Played a lot of great team basketball, a lot of smart decisions led by Kai Howard. I was very impressed that they were able to pull this off with being this dominant without Chris Jenkins. I said a lot of players. Dominic Morris showed up like he didn't on Tuesday, made a lot of smart shots, nice pull-up shots, even made a great three at one point in the game. Basic fundamentals. Now what you have right here is the player of the game, Malik Martin. What can I say about him? All around great player, great rebound, great defense, shot his shot at will, and finished the game with an emphatic dunk.
Yeah, Martin definitely finishing the game on an exciting note, but that will do it for us, for our courtside reporter Dominique Vincent, Xavier Johnson. I'm Jake Gable. Stay tuned. There will be a second game, however, of Philly All-Americans taking on Leonard basketball. We'll have a new broadcast crew and a new game coming up soon. Thanks for watching.
Benjamin Franklin High School is the place to be for game number 2 of our Brotherly Love Pro-Am. Day number 2 between Lewis Leonard and Philly All-American. Welcome in, Ben Hoyt, James Urban here. And James, this is our main event tonight. Lewis Leonard comes in 1-0, beating a very tough Red Rose Thunder team. And then Philly All-American, this is their first game of the new season. What should we expect from the game tonight?
Well, from the first day, I think we saw that Lou Leonard came in, and I think they proved to be the best team that showed for in the first day. We're going to see if that continues tonight. And they were led by 2 spectacular guards in their first showing, and we'll see if it can continue tonight. Yeah.
For more on tonight's game, let's send it down to our sideline reporter, Greta Schupak. Greta?
Hi, my name is Greta Schusak, reporting with SFBN, covering Day 2 of the Brotherly Love Pro-Am Tournament. Tonight, we have the Philly All-American team facing off against Lou Leonard. Last game, 50 Thomas and former Penn State player Sam Sessoms led the team to victory. Let's see if Lou Leonard can secure another win. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you so much, Greta. Another fantastic interview by Greta Schusak. We're going to take a short break right before tip-off. Don't go anywhere. This game is sponsored by Haircutz for Homeless here on SFBN. Welcome back to Benjamin Franklin High School for our main event of the evening between Philly All-Americans and Lou Leonard. We're just set for tip-off. Somerville in the circle for Lou Leonard, inside for Philly All-Americans, Chris Lyons. Somerville wins the tip, and we are underway from Philly. Pass inside. Somerville in the post. Bullies his way in. Pass out to the wing. Back to Somerville. Ball's loose. Mad scramble for the ball. Philly All-American wins it.
Interested to see if Somerville can play a little bit bigger of a role than he did in the first game. It was a lot more guard-oriented in the first one.
Turnaround jumper. Back rim, no good. Out of bounds. And it's going to go to Lou Leonard. Lou Leonard tonight will be wearing our white jerseys. Philly All-American wearing the dark blues. Inside, up, and good. That's Sam Sessoms.
Picking up right where he left off after the first game. You know he's feeling comfortable. He's in his home city, Philly. He's really comfortable here, and it's no surprise that he continues to dominate.
Sam Sessoms, as Greta said, a Penn State alum, also transferred from VCU. Free throw is good from Sessoms, and it is a 3-0 game. Big crossover there, trying to make his way into the paint. Guarded by Sessoms. Pass out to the left wing. Looking inside. Ball's loose. Sessoms tries to get to it, and it'll stay with Philly All-Americans. Philly All-Americans will inbound from the sideline. Quick pass into play. 2 seconds on the shot clock. No good. Air ball. Fast break here for Lewis Leonard. Paul's tipped. Out of bounds. And will stay with Lou Leonard.
A little bit sloppy to start. A lot of loose balls. I assume both teams will get comfortable very soon, though.
Sessoms starts the offense for Leonard. Right wing. Behind the back. 3 balls up. Off the short rim, and out of play.
And you see on that one, when Sessoms comes off the screen, he draws so much attention that he leaves a wide open shooter on the pop, and it just shows how much the defense has to react to what he's doing.
Absolutely. They look inside of Chris Lyons. That's an air ball. He'll stay with Philly All-Americans. How about a 3? No good. Follow-up rebound. And that one's good to go. 3-2, 1-point game, 7:09 left to go on the clock.
Philly All-American with their first points in the Pro-Am this summer.
2-point jumper from Sessoms, short. That's rebounded by Josh Williams. Khalif Means looks inside, Euro step with the right, no good. Rebounded by Lewis Leonard. How about a floater, no good. Putback dunk. Also off the back rim. That's stolen by Kyrie Coates. Coates down the right wing. Crosses over. Double covered. Has to pass back to Williams. Philly All-Americans reset. They call an ISO. How about a 3? Got it.
Wow, very tough shot right there.
It's a very tough 3 there. Makes it 5-3, 6:10 left to go in the first. Right wing, tough defense from Philly All-Americans. With the left, just off the side of the backboard, no good. Here comes Means. Down the court, loses control. And it looks like it's going to be Lewis Leonard basketball. So here comes Lewis Leonard. Sessoms, as usual, bring the ball up. They look inside. Reverse layup. Up and good.
First receive from 50 Thomas out of Rosemont. Had a very impressive first showing in the Pro-Am.
Crossover. Looks into the paint. Rejected by Somerville into the stands.
That's what I'm expecting a lot of. Somerville, one of the tallest players in this league by far. I expect to see a lot of block shots throughout these games this summer.
Yeah, we take a look at our replay. That is just such a clean block there by Somerville. At the inbound from the baseline, he gets another block. Fast break here for Lou Leonard. Pretty right hand.
Wow.
No good, and a foul.
Late foul call there, but I agree with the call. I think he got hit on the way up.
Yep, we'll take a look at our replay here. Rejection by Somerville. And see if he got a little bit of contact in. Looks like he just leaned in with his shoulder.
On the way up, he got it on the elbow.
So here's Rashad Johnson with 2. First one is perfect.
A lenient call that maybe you wouldn't expect in a summer ball league, but
No,
nonetheless he gets it.
Very ticky-tacky, but definitely the correct call. Second one is good from Johnson. It's now a 7-5 game with 4 minutes left to go in the first. They look inside. Stolen. Lewis Leonard heading the other way to Sessoms on the left wing. Abinali, no good. That man was almost put on the poster.
That probably would have been up for contention of best dunk throughout the Pro-Am so far. That had the potential to be on a highlight reel somewhere.
For sure. Comes Coates down court. Looking for a pick, he doesn't get one. Deep three from Curry range. Short rim, unsuccessful. One-on-one.
Oh.
Missed the bunny. And it's going the other way. Coates takes it down the right wing. Hesitates. Passes. 2-point jumper up. No good. And the follow-up is good from Philly All-Americans.
MC telling us he doesn't want the missed layup to be on the stream.
In the post, 50 Thomas loses the ball. Regains it back to the corner. Drives the baseline inside. Somerville with the left. Follow-up no good. Third time the charm. No good as well. Foul is called.
5 chances from point-blank range. Finally ends up with a foul. They're going to get 2 shots.
We'll take a look at our instant replay here.
I'm sure Lou Leonard would like to have a few of those back, but nonetheless, getting 2 shots.
Yep, can't find a bucket there, but they'll have 2 attempts at the line.
And maybe it's just Sessoms is really used to the Big Ten battle defensively. He just seems like he can do whatever he wants out here and do it very smoothly. It seems like every single time he gets the basketball, he's going to do something crazy with it.
He's so quick, no one can keep up with him.
Yeah, his handle, the ball's on a string. It's Kyrie Irving-esque.
Amir Bailey missed the first free throw for Lou Leonard. Here comes his second. And that's nothing but net. Perfect free throw. 8-7, 1:35 and ticking on the clock. Pass to Kyrie Coates. Coates on the wing. Hesitates. Finds a teammate. Looks to the middle. That's Williams.
Whoa.
Creates space, and that's rejected by Somerville for a third time this game.
I maybe want to say that was a clean charge call that should have been made, but
you would have a very good argument. We take a look at our replay.
it seemed to be a very straight up, good defensive stance. Should have been a charge, but the ball gets swatted out of bounds anyway. All-American lucky to retain the ball on that one.
Quick timeout here from Benjamin Franklin High School. We're going to go to a short break. Again, this game is sponsored by Haircut for Homeless. We'll be right back. Back live from Philly, 1:03 left to go. 8-7 and a low-scoring pitcher's duel here. Right off the inbound, they kick outside. Big three there for Philly All-American.
You mentioned low scoring. I want to say that this is the lowest scoring quarter that we've seen so far in this league. I mean, single digits is not something we have seen so far.
Not in the first 2 days, at least.
No, not in the first 2 days. Maybe later in the season goes on and playoff time comes.
Sessoms makes his way into the paint, kicks out to Somerville. He's doubled, trying to create space. He kicks out for 3 on the wing. A little bit left. Rejection by Philly All-American. The fast break heading the other way. They go to the corner for 3, short by Khalif Means. Sessoms slows the pace down on the wing. Kicks it back out. Pump fake. That's a pass to nobody, but Lou Leonard saves it just in time. 50 Thomas around the rim and out.
An opening quarter to forget for Lou Leonard. A little bit tougher of a test, it seems, in the first game.
That's the end of one. 10-8 your score. Philly All-Americans leads. We'll be right back here on SFBN. Welcome back to Benjamin Franklin High School. Our main event here tonight has reached the second quarter. 10-8 Philly All-Americans leads. Ben Hoyt here with James Urban. And James, what do you think of our first quarter?
Well, I think that the shots aren't falling the same as they were in the first game for Lou Leonard. And honestly, I'm happy to see it because it's just a little bit more of a test, and it's just going to show us what this team is actually made of.
Means on the wing. Looks to the outside to Williams. Back inside to John Hall. Hall, turnaround jumper. Foul is called. So he'll get 2 at the line as we take a look at our instant replay.
Vicious putback dunk after the fact.
For sure, that won't matter though. But great turnaround jumper creating space there.
Going off of my point I mentioned earlier coming into the quarter though, it's very easy to win games when all the shots are falling. The true identity of a squad is shown when things get tough and you play a lot harder of a defense, and I think that's going to happen tonight.
Both teams also unsuccessful at the stripe tonight as Hall misses his first. Hall looks for his second. He's 1 for 2.
And one thing to be noted, the bench for Philly All-American is looking quite light with just 6 guys in rotation. So you're going to see a lot of the same players on the court for Philly All-American tonight.
Try to go through 3 people there to get the left-handed layup. Will stay with Lou Leonard. Bill inbound from the baseline. To the corner for 3. A little bit long. Out of play again. This time it's going to go to Philly All-American. So Kyrie Coates to inbound. We'll pass it off to Khalif Means. Guarded intensely by Thomas.
We already saw a little bit of this from Thomas in the first game. He was picking up full court man-to-man last game.
Means. Through the legs. Floater, no good. Put back, also unsuccessful. Fast break. To the wing for 3, just long. Fast break now for Philly All-Americans at 3-on-2. Inside to Williams. Wide open layup.
Josh Williams. Josh Williams been the high flyer. He's been at the rim these last few plays.
Now quickly. Lou Leonard takes a deep 2-pointer. Does not go. Now the other way. Corner. 3. Bang.
Tides are turning. Yeah, Lou Leonard's got to call a timeout.
James Standback with an absolute dagger of a 3. Timeout for Lou Leonard as we go to a quick break. We'll be right back here on SFBN. Out of the timeout, it is 16-8 7:09 left to go in the half. Ben Hoyt here with my awesome color commentator, James Urban.
Lou Leonard deciding they got to bring Sessoms back in after that little bit of a rough stretch there. Start of the second quarter.
Sessoms creates space off the dribble. It's going to stay with Lou Leonard under the hoop.
Was about to say right on cue with Sessoms, but wasn't able to make the play.
Sessoms inbounds to the corner. Sessoms for three. A little bit wide. Now downhill. Up and under for Kyrie Coates.
That is a very tough finish going that speed in transition.
Sessoms, top of the arc. Acrobatic layup there, gets swatted by Josh Williams.
Things just really not falling for Lou Leonard right now.
We take a look at our replay there of a missed three, going downhill. Beautiful finish from Coates. Now back to the live action. Another downhill fast break for Philly All-American. Williams has tons of space up the left. Somerville closing at the last moment. Here's Rashad Johnson. Johnson, a little bit too strong. Somerville just short.
I mean, let's talk about the drought Lou Leonard's going through right now. I don't think they've made a field goal in 5-6 minutes.
I would tend to agree. Out of play, and that'll give Lou Leonard a chance, as you said, to get some points on the board. 18-8, a 10-point lead, the largest it has been today.
Yeah, they got to get to the rim or get a foul call. Just see the ball go through the basket.
50 Thomas, shot.
Wide open, there you go.
Too smooth with it. 50 Thomas sinks that one. 18-10, 5:10 left to go in the second.
It's going to either have to be him or Sessoms to carry him out of this drought right now. Great on-ball defense.
Sessoms trips the ball away. And he gets the reach-in call. So we will resume play from the sideline.
You learn it from an early age playing basketball in the defensive end. The lowest man wins, and on that one, Sessoms was the lowest man.
Khalif Means comes in for Philly's All-American. Rebound by John Hall. Hall takes it coast to coast. To the corner for three. No good by Steinbach. Stripped by Steinbach. Up and one. Count it.
That's just a tough break for Somerville. Unfortunately, that play isn't on him. Sessoms just loses it as he tries to bring it up the court. Just a tough break for Lou Leonard.
Yeah, you can see on the replay, tries to go behind the back. Yeah. Didn't work out for him in the end.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got two back here. You know what I really like at a Philly All-American right now is John Hall. He's pushing it in transition. He's making a lot of things happen, not even just scoring. He's making a lot of great passes.
Not only that, he's made it hard for Ray Somerville to do anything for the Lou Leonard side. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Lou Leonard, Sessoms to 50 Thomas. Thought about taking it, but he'll drive instead. Floater a little bit short. Step back. Shot. Bang. That is a terrific shot by Ahmad Gilbert. Great defense, as the PA announcer says, by 50 Thomas, but it will stay with Philly All-American right near half court. Means for three. Way short. We saw a lot of those last time as well. People are just getting adjusted to playing basketball again.
Yep.
Thomas, Curry range, no good. Pulled in by Hall. Hall takes it coast to coast again. Wide open pass and the jam.
Another
by Khalif Means.
Another great pass from Hall in transition. He continues to do it. He's been the star of the game so far.
Stolen by Philly All-Americans. Can they take advantage of this? Three. Up. Bang again. James stand back.
This is a great first half to start off Philly Americans Pro-Am summer.
Thomas misses the wide open shot. Another turnover from Lewis Leonard. Down the lane, and a perfect finish by Kyrie Coates. Timeout, Lou Leonard, a desperately needed one. So we're going to head to break here from Benjamin Franklin. Philly All-Americans running away with this early, 27-13. We'll be right back on SFBN. Welcome back to the Brotherly Love Pro-Am. Before we get started with our action again, let's take a look at that dunk from before the timeout. What do you see here?
I mean, this is just a great athletic play. Honestly, I think Philly All-American might have gotten away with a step or two, but that's all right. John Hall, he continues to make amazing passes in the transition. I think he's leading the way for Philly All-American in their first game of this summer Pro-Am here in Philly.
They've made a statement early. Sessoms, right wing, makes a move. Sessoms with the left. Shot and a foul. So that'll be on James Stanback.
And you kind of got to expect it, Ben, when you play a heavily isolated kind of basketball, there's going to be games where the shots aren't going to fall and they're going to be rough stretches. And I think that's just what Lewis Leonard's squad is seeing right now.
I completely agree.
Missed free throw there.
Got to make him at the charity stripe. See if we'll make the second. Second free throw up, and that one is good.
Yeah, Lewis Leonard just 14 with a minute to go in this first half. By far the lowest scoring half we've seen from a team so far.
Double cover, stripped, foul is called. Got a bit of the body.
Yeah, well, it's clear to see, Ben, that Lou Leonard is trying to shift the tide a little bit, playing a lot more aggressive on-ball defense, as we see from Sessoms. I'm sure that's what Lou Leonard's coach preached in the time out there.
Means on the way, hesitates, drives into the post, back out, wide open three. Just a little bit too much strength. Sessoms, Curry range, bang, perfect.
Well, it's bound for one to fall. I mean, I don't think I saw a three fall since the closing moments, and Lou Leonard finally gets one there.
How about a response? There you go. James Stanback with the three.
Easily erased, so that one from Sessoms doesn't really matter.
6 seconds on the clock for Sessoms. Sessoms has a shot blocked, and it's going to go to Philly All-Americans as time runs out on the half. 30-17, Philly All-Americans lead. We'll have our halftime interview in just a sec. But James, what did you think of our first half?
I mean, I'm just really impressed with Philly All-American. They come in with set the tone with just 6 guys. And I honestly think that might have helped them out. You don't come in with a big roster. You just have 5 or 6 guys. You get to feel each other out in their first game. And honestly, they did a really solid job holding 50 Thomas and Sessom to just a few points combined. And they're up 30-17 at the half because of it.
All right, we are ready for our halftime interview. Let's send it down to Greta Schustak. Greta?
Has your game plan unfolded the way you anticipated?
Yeah, the game is going great. Our game plan is just push the ball, play basketball, have fun, defend and rebound. Real simple.
So you won last year's tournament. How do you plan on coming back on top this year?
Well, as you can see, we're short-staffed today, but we just want to come out and play hard and just continue to play good team basketball, and we'll see what happens at the end.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Greta. The defending champions, as Greta's interview mentioned, are leading at the half 30-17. We'll be right back on SFBN. Welcome back to Benjamin Franklin High School here on North Broad Street in the city of brotherly love. 30-17, Philly All-Americans leads Lou Leonard basketball. Ben Hoyt here with James Urban. And James, we had a very low-scoring first half for Lou Leonard, who beat a very good team in Red Rose Thunder last game.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned in the first half, when you play a heavily isolated kind of basketball and the shots aren't falling, you're going to have rough patches. That's exactly what we saw in the first half. And on the other side of things, as Philly All-Americans coach said, they're trying to play very good team basketball, and that's exactly what we saw. I think we saw every single team member score in that first half for Philly All-American. They were stretching the ball all around the court, and that was pretty much the difference.
Philly All-Americans ran away with it early, like you said, 30-17. Any predictions for the second half? Do you think Lou Leonard will tighten the gap, or do you think Philly All-Americans is going all the way?
I think we saw a little bit of an effort from Lou Leonard at the end of the first half. They tried to tighten up on the defensive end, playing really tight on-ball defense. I think they continue to do that, but if their shots continue to not fall, I think Philly All-American they run away with it.
Again, this game is sponsored by Haircutz for Homeless. Haircutz for Homeless is your sponsor for tonight's Brotherly Love Pro-Am Summer League games on SFBN. We resume play with Philly All-Americans inbounding the ball to Khalif Means. Means, with a head of steam, tries to shift off a defender in 50 Thomas. Quick two-point jumper from Means. That's a perfect, smooth jumper there from Khalif Means.
One of the easiest shots in basketball is that pull-up jumper right at the elbow.
Outside, pump fake, on the way. Back to the corner, hit him on the arm, no foul called. Here's a high pass to stand back. That's a deep three-pointer that just does not go for him. 50 Thomas, the alumni of Rosemont College. To the outside for three. Short. And Means is going to slow the game down. Means takes a dribble to his right. Pulls up. Again, off front rim. Sessoms has some steam going for him. Goes inside. Perfect pass there to Marcus Kennedy.
And see, that's how Lou Leonard's got to get back into this game, is good defensive stops, forcing bad shots, and getting easy shots on the other end.
Pardon me, that was the 50 Thomas on the last basket, but a great respond there for Kyrie Coates. Sessoms, back and forth this game goes, 34-21.
See, that's a really tough shot. Off the right foot on the right side is something you usually don't see, and Sessoms is just really good at it. This to be a jump ball there, yep.
Whistle blows, and as you mentioned, jump ball. We'll see who this goes to. So we'll have a quick jump real quick, right at the free throw line. And 50 Thomas on a fast break, 2-on-2. Inside Somerville, tomahawk with authority.
Was waiting on that one. Somerville struggled a little bit in the first half, missing a few bunnies, a few easy ones, and you know he wanted to finish that one with authority, and he showed it.
Coates slows the game down, waits for a pick, moves to his left side. Coates, step back to Hall. Hall takes Somerville and makes a super athletic finish at the rim.
Just Hall continuing to shine in this one.
7-11 on the clock. Sessoms loses control. That's going to be a double dribble. Easy call there for our official.
Sessoms usually having the ball on a string, but just lost it on that possession right there. But overall, just good defense by Philly All-American. They really forced that one.
Lou Leonard not happy with the call. Well, this one's not getting reversed. That was pretty straightforward.
No, that was a double dribble for sure. Sessoms doesn't like it, but it was the right call.
Right toward our booth. Means inside to Williams in the post. Wow, what a turnaround jumper there.
Sheesh.
More points for Philly All-Americans, 38-23. off the points from Josh Williams.
50 Thomas not really getting anything to go right now. Almost got his pocket picked right there, but fortunate to retain the possession on that.
No, this is definitely a change of pace from 50 Thomas's last game he had against Red Rose Thunder.
Well, that's why Philly All-American, they said slow the pace down because that's what's going to win them this game. Fast pace favors Lou Leonard to get him back into it, but Philly All-American looking to slow it down.
Quick pass, wing three, bang! John Hall.
Feeling it. I think we have a potential winner of the game right now in John Hall.
How about a response there from 50 Thomas? He drains a three of his own. 41-26, 5:29 on the clock. Means puts the defender on skates. Great inside pass, and he missed the dunk. 50 Thomas in transition to Sessoms. Gets slowed down by this Philly All-American defense. Great recovery.
Means splitting the defense and lucky to have the defender on Lou Leonard block the shot from behind to save the bucket.
50 Thomas gets the easy bucket there, and Philly All-Americans wants a timeout to talk things over with 4:56 left to go in the third.
Or no timeout.
Or we're just going to hit the fast forward button here.
Refs didn't want to hear him. They say play ball.
Williams pulls from three, and that's perfect.
I guess they're fortunate to not have the timeout called. 3 the other way.
That's a blessing in disguise for Philly All-Americans as it's 44-28. 50 Thomas, heat check there, no good.
And I thought that would have been a good timeout regardless because the lead was cut down to 13, and it seemed like maybe Lou Leonard could get a little bit of motivation to win this game, but nonetheless, it's still 16.
Again, a reminder, we have the Elam ending in the fourth as 50 Thomas makes his way along the baseline, creates space. Perfect right-hand layup.
Nice little fake there before he eventually just went up with it. Solid play from 50.
Williams. Spin move. They're gonna call a jump ball. You can make an argument there for a walk too.
Walk, jump ball, foul. I really wouldn't have had a problem with any 3 of those calls.
No. It feels like the Philly All-American bench wants the third option, which is a foul.
Yeah, Philly All-American coach has been pleading his case for his players to get a foul call for pretty much the entire game, even with a comfortable lead. Guess he doesn't want to let up on the pedal at all.
So jump ball. Williams wins it. Gets it to stand back. Great move. Shifts the defender. Just could not finish. But the putback by Josh Williams gets the points for Philly All-Americans.
Even though that floater didn't fall, that was an absolutely beautiful move, the jab step.
Wasting no time for 3 is Lou Leonard. And they'll scratch and claw into this Philly All-Americans lead.
Well, it's just a 13-point game, and I think that this is Lou Leonard's only hope is just to keep pushing it and hoping the shots are just going to fall.
We saw in our first game of Season 3 that Red Rose Thunder did choke a 10-point lead to Lou Leonard.
Yep.
Basket goes for Philly All-Americans, 48-33.
And of course, it doesn't matter if the shots start to fall for Lou Leonard. They got to get stops on the other end.
50 Thomas draws the shooting foul. He'll get 2 at the line.
Seems like Philly All-American is actually going to get their timeout this time.
So let's take a look at the instant replay before we resume anything else. Clear foul there?
I think so. I think he earned it because it was a really strong drive and he wasn't fading away from the basket. Refs will tend to lean your way if you go up strong with it, and 50 did right there.
50 Thomas, not one to miss at the stripe. He misses. Makes his first.
And it will be a timeout.
Yep. So a quick timeout here. We'll resume the free throws just after this. Again, this game is sponsored by Haircut for the Homeless here on SFBN. Welcome back. Your score 48-34, pending one free throw from 50 Thomas. Ben Hoyt here with James Urban. Second free throw's up. And the icing timeout doesn't work as he makes a second.
No defense the other way.
Wide open three from the corner. Short rimmed. Sessoms.
The window is open right now for Lou Leonard.
Three-pointer.
The window is open. It is now a 10-point game.
Three-pointer was good from Ahmad Gilbert Jr. And here come Philly All-Americans. Downhill. He runs into Williams. Feeds it to him in the corner. Backdoor cut.
Off his foot, on the other way. Yep.
And it's going to go to Lewis Leonard. And I don't think Philly All-Americans was ready at all. They're at a disadvantage.
And one, yep.
Foul is called, and 50 Thomas again will go to the charity stripe.
Yep, the window is really, really open for Lou Leonard, and even more open with the target score implementation at the end of the fourth. You're not playing until the final buzzer. You're just playing for those 8 more points, and if Lou Leonard can get it close in this fourth quarter, I mean, anything can happen.
Thomas, splash.
Especially if Thomas can get both of these to fall. 8-point game.
Second one with 54.1 on the clock. We have a single-digit ball game, 48-40. Philly All-Americans got to get their act together fast. Been on a bit of a scoring drought lately. Inside, with space, perfect basket by Kyrie Coates.
That's what you got to do when tensions are getting a little high for your lead. You just go right to the basket.
50 Thomas loses the ball, goes back to the corner. He's trapped. He has nowhere to go. Can he make something out of nothing? He pulls up from 3.
Wow.
Yes, he can.
Wow.
50 Thomas makes something out of zilch.
I was just about to say he should swing the rock around to Sessoms and get a better shot because they had all the momentum. But nonetheless, he knocks that corner 3 down. Wow.
Coates looking to respond to that. What a dribble move. Just couldn't execute. And that's the buzzer for our third quarter. 50-43. Things are getting interesting here.
We got a game on our hands. It was at most, I want to say 16 or 17, and now it's down to 7 for Lou Leonard. Definitely in this one with the target score coming up under the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter. 50-43.
We'll get to that after a short break. Again, you're listening to Brotherly Love Pro-Am Basketball on SFBN. One more quarter to go in night number 2 here of the Brotherly Love Pro-Am Summer League. Philly All-Americans leads Lou Leonard 50-43. Welcome back. I'm Ben Hoyt, your play-by-play commentator, along with my color commentator, James Urban. And James, I'm going to give the fans who may have missed our third quarter a little bit of a recap.
Yeah, Lou Leonard, they battled back. They started pushing it in transition, and the shots finally started to fall. And I do want to say, maybe for Philly All-American, their 6-man rotation kind of caught up to them a little bit. Maybe that's the reason their lead slipped a little bit. We'll see. Exciting fourth quarter coming up.
2-point jumper off the glass for 50 Thomas. Just nothing doing for him there. Up and 1 for Kyrie Coates. Tough finish at the rim as we look at our instant replay.
I honestly thought he was about to go up for a dunk and put somebody on a poster, but nonetheless, he took contact and finished. That is a really tough move. Let's see if he can make it a 3-point play.
Coates looking for the 3-point play. would be huge for Philly All-Americans to get it back to a 10-point game.
For sure.
Just some stats for Philly All-Americans. James Stanback is your leading scorer, actually your second leading scorer, with 11 points. Josh Williams, your leading scorer in the night with 13.
Yep. Scoring pretty spread out for Philly All-American. Respect to them for just having 6 guys and still managing to play really good team basketball with not much of a team.
50 Thomas with 20 on the night.
A quiet 20. Not shooting super efficient, but still managing to get some buckets going.
No, but they may not be in this game if it weren't for him.
Oh, for sure. You know what they need? They need Sessoms to start knocking down some shots. He only has 1 3 to fall so far in this game.
He only has single digits. He has 8 points on the night.
9 minutes for him to prove otherwise.
Sessoms looking for double digits with the left. Passes out. Step back 3. 50 Thomas, no good.
That's
a blocking foul just outside of the restricted area. Let's take a look at that real quick.
He's already there.
So 2 plays that I think could be charges. The first one was not called, and that one was called a block. So refs not super lenient on the charge calls tonight.
Sessoms. Quick jumper. That's 10 for him. So Sessoms has finally hit double digits on the night. Back to an 8-point game.
Nice little fadeaway jumper there.
Means. Hesitates. 3. Woo! What a shot there from Khalif Means.
All-American really trying to kill any momentum that Lou Leonard built in the end of that third quarter.
Sessoms. Frees up for the response. No good. Somerville will pull it back in. 50 Thomas fakes out a man. Deep 3-pointer.
Wow.
Off 1 foot. What a shot there.
Yeah, Lou Leonard getting them to fall, but they can't be trading baskets if they want to make this a really, really close one.
Ball's loose. Lou Leonard can take advantage of this. Sessoms, athletic, up and under finish. 6-point game, 7:10 left to go, 56-50. Williams on the left wing, passes back to Means.
This has the feeling like it could be one of the tighter finishes that we've seen so far.
On the court foul on Lou Leonard.
I just got a feeling that this is going to be down to the wire.
Foul calls on Rashad Johnson for Lou Leonard. So right near our table, they'll inbound. And he's just going to hold it and try to set up a play. Williams. Very tight defense by Johnson. Forces the three to go wayward. Sessoms, 3.
Wow.
That's a game changer there.
3-point game just like that.
As you mentioned, the single possession game. 56-53.
And you know, Ben, I want to add, this is where Philly American doesn't want to slow it down, actually, because this is when, if you slow it down, you stall your offense, you have to stay aggressive.
Coates. Spins. Loses the ball. 3 up. Just short. Follow-up rebound by Philly All-Americans.
Oh,
Lost.
turnover.
50 Thomas. They're going to look for a 3 here. Nope. Sessoms down the alley. 1-point game.
Who would have thought that the target score might be in favor of Lou Leonard at the start of this fourth quarter? At the start of this half.
The coach is telling them to speed it up.
Yep.
They need to. 5:28 left to go.
He heard me. You can't stall the offense right now. That's exactly what you do not want to do. You have to stay aggressive.
Means on the wing. Looks to take it himself. Lost the ball again. Lou Leonard looking to take the lead here.
Wow.
Up, and the lead is theirs. Basket by Rashad Johnson.
I think this six-man rotation is really catching up to Philly All-American right now. They seem tired. Their offense looks a lot more stagnant than the start of the game. In a tough position here.
Means trying to create space. They're playing super tight defense. Courtesy of 50 Thomas. Balls loose again, but this time they're going to get him for contact. 4:25 and ticking. We're about to reach our Elam ending.
I said, Ben, I have a feeling that this game is going to go down to the wire, and it looks like it's going to. The clock stops at 4:19.
So they're going to call a timeout. We'll be back after a quick 10-second break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just during the break, they called a shot clock violation on Philly All-Americans.
A little bit of confusion. I don't think Philly All-American was aware of the shot clock whatsoever. And now they find themselves down 1 point with a chance to lose the target score.
Sessoms down the way. Wing three. No good. Follow
Wow!
What a slam by Ray Somerville. That's a highlight play, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to get a replay on that one for you folks, for sure. Because that was vicious.
3, up, bang! John Hall responds.
So it's 59-59, but it seems to be a race to 67 now.
Sessoms with the aggressive finish there at the rim with the right.
They haven't taken off the clock on the scoreboard yet.
It'll happen at the next stop.
The next stop.
Means gets a pick. Back to Hall. Pump fakes. Inside pass to the back door, and a slam from Josh Williams.
This could just go down to who has the ball last.
61 apiece as a foul is called.
So, yep, 61 apiece, 3:15 to go, and I believe that the target score will be 67.
69, they just said.
69, okay.
Game to 69.
69.
So we're just checking what the score is. We believe it is 69. And it is. So, Sessoms, little floater, pulled back down by Johnson, and with the left, he gets 63, one step closer. Means, looking to respond. Philly All-Americans has to respond. Ball's loose again, another turnover.
Really forced it there.
Johnson with the slam, and it goes to the VIP section.
Really should have taken advantage of that one. Probably should have laid it up, but that would have sent the gym off its axis.
That could have been a highlight play, but it's also a mistake.
It is a mistake.
Because you can get them right back in the game.
But Lou Leonard nonetheless.
3.
Oh!
And out and back in. Kyrie Coates with an absolute dagger.
This is going down to the wire for sure. Lou Leonard with the chance to go 2-0 in this Pro-Am for both of them being comebacks, though.
50 Thomas with the 3. Who else would you rather have with the ball? 50 Thomas with an amazing 3.
Putting the team on his back.
66-64. Philly All-American, Lou Leonard can win it with a 3. They create space. Williams gets the rebound. He loses it. Back to the corner. Coates, 3, just long. And that's pulled in by Lou Leonard. 50 Thomas with the ball. He can win it right here.
I think it's safe to say who's going to take this shot.
Thomas gets the foul call, and it's against Kyrie Coates.
I mean, this game turned around quickly, just in front of our eyes. We really didn't even see it coming whatsoever. Now it's a timeout.
It's a timeout for Philly All-Americans. And don't go anywhere because we have ourselves an electric ball game. This game is sponsored by Haircutz for Homeless. Do not move a muscle. Don't even get a snack. We'll be right back here on SFBN. What an electric game in the city of brotherly love. 66-64. 3 points can win it here for Lou Leonard.
Yeah, I mean, Philly All-American coach reiterating in the huddle. 1 3-pointer goes down, and we lose the game. So I expect very heavy perimeter defense, definitely forcing 50 Thomas to take a 2-pointer and not a 3-pointer. It would be a mistake to let him shoot the 3.
Thomas on the wing, hesitates, moves to his left, drives the baseline, goes up, swatted, foul is called.
I mean, the goal was achieved to make him shoot a 2-pointer because the 3-pointer sends you guys home. Definitely unfortunate foul call. I believe I saw a reach in when he was going up, though.
So it looks like 50 Thomas will get free throws here. Get 2 at the line.
It's something you got to think about. If 50 Thomas misses his second free throw, it is imperative for Philly All-American to get this defensive rebound. You cannot let Lou Leonard to get the ball back if this doesn't go in.
He misses the first, but he does make the second. So only a bucket can win it here for Lou Leonard. Anything, 2 or 3.
And you don't need All-American to take the 3-pointer. You can go to the rim. You just got to focus on stops.
Means tough defense by Sessoms. Has to pass it to a teammate. Here's Coates. Coates passes to his left side. 3-point up for the tie. James, stand back. 67 apiece.
It's going to come down to who has the ball last.
50 Thomas looking for the win. Fades away. Just short. Rebounded by Standback. Downhill. Khalif Means.
Philly All-American can make it all right here.
Everyone in this gym is on their feet. This is going to be a heck of a finish here from both teams. Means on the wing, hesitates, drives the baseline, has it stripped, recovered, and Lou Leonard gets the ball back. 50 Thomas, here he comes, and a timeout for Lou Leonard.
Philly All-American coach pleading his case that there was a foul on that attempted drive for Khalif Means. He didn't get the call, but nonetheless, Lou Leonard, they call a timeout, and it's still notched at 67. Next score wins.
This gym needs a gasp of fresh air after that play. Yeah. We'll actually stay on and just talk about this real quick. So, on the timeout, what needs to happen for both teams?
The last situation where Lou Leonard had a chance for the win, it was an easy defensive call for Philly All-American to force the 2-pointer because the 3-pointer would end it. But now anything ends it. I guess, honestly, maybe best case scenario is if a man gets open for Lou Leonard and you're confident the shot's going to go in, you just foul him and send him to the line with a chance for him to miss 2 or miss one because the target score is 69.
For Lou Leonard, do you put the ball in the hands of Sessoms or 50 Thomas?
I think with 50 Thomas having 26 right now, it's going to go to him. But Sessoms is closer to the ball right now. I think they might be doing a little pick play to get 50 open, though.
Here we go from Philly. Sessoms, top of the arc.
Hometown kid.
Hesitates. Move to his right. Sessoms backs up. He may be looking for a shot here. He takes one for the win. No good. Mad scramble for the ball. It's still loose. Williams feeds it. Stolen by Somerville.
Costly turnover. No.
What a play. Sessoms drives for the win. Ball game. What a play by Sessoms to end it.
Philly All-American throwing away their chance in transition. It was a 3-on-2, but nonetheless, the ball ends up in the hands of Sam Sessoms, the hero from the first game, and ends it in the second one. Lou Leonard starts off the Brotherly Love Pro-Am 2-0, both coming back from double-digit deficits.
Let's take a look at the replay that ended this game. What an athletic finish by Sessoms.
The toilet bowl lay goes in. The reverse. Very tough finish.
Not only that, they knock off the defending champs. What an impressive win by Lou Leonard.
Very impressive win. I mean, just blessed to be able to see a great ball game here tonight, Ben. I didn't really expect it at halftime. It was almost a 20-point game, but Lou Leonard, they never put their heads down. They stuck with it. They played the basketball that they needed to play to pull this one out. And right now, 50 Thomas and Sam Sessoms are leading the Brotherly Love Pro-Am.
All right, let's get it down to our sideline reporter, Greta Shoestack. Greta?
Thank you all again for coming.
You had a hell of a game. How does it feel to have 26 points?
I give credit to my teammates. It was a good win for us. I'm just happy we got the win.
Do you think it's possible that Lou Leonard can win Brotherly Love?
Start to finish.
Say it again.
Do you think it's possible Lou Leonard can win Brotherly Love?
Oh, for sure. We just play hard from the start. Tonight we started slow. We just got to come out with better energy.
Thank you so much.
Have a great rest of the night, everybody. Please drive home safely.
Thank you so much, Greta. And to answer your question, yes, it is absolutely possible for them to win after a very impressive win over a Philly All-American team. Again, the defending champs of this Brotherly Love Pro-Am Summer League.
Yeah, I mean, the season is going to take its course. Obviously, this isn't going to be the last that we see from Philly All-American. They only had 5-6 guys tonight in rotation, and their coach mentioned that they were a few guys short, and they're going to get a ton of teammates back. I expect them to bounce back very quickly, but nonetheless, Lou Leonard showing what they are made of, coming back from 2 double-digit deficits and starting this Pro-Am this summer 2-0. Very impressive.
Lou Leonard wins the night going 2-0, beating Philly All-Americans. Again, this game is sponsored by Haircutz for Homeless. My color announcer here, James Urban, thank you so much for being with us. Ben Hoyt, your play-by-play announcer, saying so long from an exciting night here at Benjamin Franklin High School. Good night.